ahead, Morales.
Do you believe that the next 2 seasons, potentially 3 seasons with LeBron and AD, they are going to remain that kind of health? So if AD misses 20 games next season, John,
right?
Okay,
they're done, right?
No, they're not.
If LeBron misses 20 games next season,
no, they're okay.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
I mean, do they get into the playoffs?
It depends.
Are they healthy
and by
for
the way, it
playoffs?
depends who the third star is.
The third star.
Oh, wait, why are you so suspicious? Or
how has it worked so far? The third star?
Well, it has worked. It didn't work in Phoenix, but it has worked.
It didn't work with the Lakers. That 2020 team was not about a third star, was it, John?
No, but teams with 3 stars dominated the finals for the whole last decade. I mean, Warriors and Heat were in the finals the whole time.
We're talking about LeBron and AD and a third star.
Right, but they didn't have a third star. Like the Warriors had Draymond, Clay, and Steph, and then for a while they had Durant.
Yeah.
And then the Heat had Bosh, Wade, and I mean, if you get the right 3, as we saw in Phoenix, Beal, Booker, and Durant don't work together.
No, not at all.
But if you get the right guy, it'd probably have to be a scoring guard.
Yeah.
To go with LeBron and AD, and then like imagine if Jamal Murray was on our team, there'd be a completely different series.
Sure. The only 3-star that worked was the Heatles, right? That was because of Dwayne Wade, LeBron, and Chris Bosh.
You're forgetting about the history.
No,
of the NBA.
The Warriors don't count because they were drafted. They were drafted all together. They created a team that was brought in from other places to create a big 3.
Okay.
That was the last one that's worked. They worked also because they were in their mid to late 20s and early 30s. They were very young and at the peak of their powers. That's why that worked. And they also only worked 2 out of the 4 years.
Right, but this thing with 3 stars doesn't work. I mean, go back to the start of the century. I mean, Parker, Duncan, Ginobili.
They were all drafted together.
But it doesn't matter.
What does that matter?
Is your point that 3 stars work or they don't work?
No, they can work, but you have to build them up and they grow together.
That's his point.
We're trying to bring in somebody to come into it, a 40-year-old LeBron. That's different. You can't compare him to the other ones.
So why did Ray Allen, Garnett, and Pierce work?
They were also young.
Well, they're all in their 30s.
No, the lower 30s.
Right.
LeBron is 40.
But he's playing like an all-NBA player.
Yeah, his production is high.
Yeah, it's right now. And to Chris's point, if those two, if you get both of them not playing 10 to 20 games, both of them not playing 20 games next year, that's not going to happen. I don't care who your third star is. You're not making the playoffs with both guys missing 20 games.
I don't agree. It depends who the third guy is. By the way, there's going to be a third guy.
You think a third guy is going to carry the entire team to the
Absolutely.
playoffs?
Depends who it is.
For example, I think
Who are you getting?
I think Donovan Mitchell can carry a team through an absence by LeBron James or AD.
Against
Donovan
the West?
Mitchell's fantastic.
Against the West.
Yes.
He can do it by himself.
Donovan Mitchell's fantastic regardless
Remember,
of conference.
what role players do you have? Because you're going to have to get rid of a lot of them.
Most of them. Most of them.
So
I
where
say
are those
get
people
rid
coming
of
from?
all of them. Everybody but LeBron and AD.
Get rid of Austin Reeves.
Well,
you're
you might
gonna
have
to
to
move
if
him
you're-
in a
you're
deal
gonna have
for
to.
a big. If you want a third player, you're going to
What
have
happens
to
if
move
that third
Austin
player
Reeves.
gets hurt?
Well, I mean,
By the way,
these
by the way,
hypotheticals.
Donovan Mitchell is
it's
getting
not
blown
hypothetical.
out by
I'm saying
Orlando.
they get a third player. You're saying
is the first year
what
AD
if they get
hasn't been hurt.
A player and get hurt. I mean,
By the way, that's not true either.
What was the other year he didn't get hurt?
he had
Last year.
67 games. I
Yeah,
think last
and
year.
by the way, there was a time in February, Chris, where somebody, one of these guys on the internet, went back and said for the last 365 days, so this was in February, right in the All-Star break, he pointed out that Anthony Davis had played more minutes than anybody in the NBA, like February 15th to February 15th. This narrative that AD misses a ton of games was 2 years ago. He's been good last 2 years with playing.
By the way, Magic Johnson. Did you see Magic Johnson's very timely tweet?
Well, Magic's always on time.
Before you read it, do you think it's AI?
I don't think that one
No,
is.
this is just wrong.
Right.
It says
flat out.
The Lakers have nobody but themselves to blame. They wouldn't have been in the play-in game or finished as a 7 seed if they hadn't lost too many games because of load management. They did not load manage this year.
No.
LeBron and AD played as many games as they possibly could. There was no load management, so I'm not sure.
What if Magic drafted Jason Tatum instead of Lonzo Ball? I mean, just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Good question.
Well, how about Philadelphia that year had the number 1 pick,
Right,
and they
yeah.
took Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz.
By
Jason
the
Tatum was
way,
the 3rd pick in that draft.
If you drafted Jason Tatum, most likely he's being traded to New Orleans for Anthony Davis.
We'd find out.
no, I would
Jason
say it's
Tatum.
almost a lock.
He would have
Yeah.
been
He
traded
would
to New
have
Orleans,
gone.
so he would not be here right now.
Well,
Mace
that
would
was
have agreed
basically
with that
Brandon
move,
Ingram.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
Mace would have been all for that.
All for which?
Trading Jason Tatum for AD.
Well, no, you would have to do it. Because you were.
Well, they did it with Brandon Ingram.
You do it because of AD.
I don't think you compare Brandon Ingram and Jason Tatum, though, can you?
Well, you at the time, maybe obviously Jason Tatum has gotten a lot better.
I like Mace's move. Trade it all. Blow it
Trade
all
it
up.
all, blow it up, except for LeBron and AD. I want a new coach. I want a new supporting cast. I want all my stuff, and I want it now.
I want an Oompa Loompa now.
Yeah. And you're going to get Bronny James, too.
And Bronny with the 55th pick. All right, if you are a motorcycle